reports now coming from all along the East Coast.
There's multiple drones all over this airport tonight, man.
Radioactive material that was temporarily lost in transit.
There was a formation of 6 drones.
We had something coming at us, and as it's coming at us, it stops, it does like a 180 in the air and then drives away.
New Jersey's once peaceful skies have now become a haunting mystery. Every night, dark drones descend, moving in perfect formations, and they're not just hovering, they're watching. Residents are on edge, wondering if they're part of a top-secret government operation or if something far worse, something alien, is lurking above. As the sightings continue, fear spreads like wildfire, and the unknown becomes a terrifying reality no one can escape. New Jersey's drone mystery. The night skies over New Jersey had turned into something straight out of a nightmare. What began as fleeting glimpses turned into a nightly terror, as drones appeared, gliding through the air in scary, precise formations. Residents watched in fear and wonder, helpless as these mysterious machines, silent, fast, and unnervingly advanced, moved like predators in the dark. Their presence was an unsettling reminder that something beyond our understanding was unfolding. From bustling cities to quiet rural areas, the sightings spread like wildfire. The drones weren't confined to any one place. They appeared everywhere, zipping through major highways, hovering over quiet neighborhoods, and vanishing without a trace. Their movements were deliberate, as if they had a mission, scanning the land below with chilling precision. Each sighting left a feeling of vulnerability, as if something was watching, waiting, lurking just above. One man driving near the Erie Pine Barrens captured 5 drones lined up in perfect formation above Route 70. His shaky camera caught their unsettling stillness before they shot away in a blur, moving faster than anything he had ever seen. "It felt like something out of a nightmare," he said, his voice trembling with disbelief. Even the safety of Newark Liberty International Airport couldn't escape the menace of these drones. Air traffic controllers were helpless as these unregistered, shadowy figures weaved unpredictably through the airspace. Pilots described their eerie, otherworldly speed and agility, but radar could not track them. It was as if these drones were ghosts slipping through the cracks of technology, leaving a lingering, terrifying thought. What if they weren't human-made? The fear spread like wildfire. In Princeton, drones hovered over quiet streets, casting long shadows as they hummed ominously through the night. Farmers in Salem County spoke of drones descending over their fields, studying the land with an unnerving focus. "They're not just flying," one farmer said, his voice strained with concern. "They're watching, like they know something we don't." With no answers from local authorities, panic took over. Residents turned to social media, flooded with photos, videos, and wild theories. Was it a covert military operation, experimental tech, or something more sinister? Some even dared to ask, could these be alien machines? The drones' impossible speed and their eerie synchronicity seemed to suggest they were something beyond human capabilities. Then came the fishermen by the Delaware River, who watched in horror as a drone descended over the water. Its lights flashed across the riverbanks before it suddenly shot upward and disappeared into the night. "It wasn't just flying," he said, his voice trembling with a mix of awe and fear. "It was searching for something." Every attempt to confront these drones failed. Anti-drone technology couldn't touch them. Even helicopters, desperate to follow, were outpaced and left in the dust. With each failed attempt, the mystery deepened, as did the fear. Who or what was controlling these drones? And why were they so untouchable? As the sightings mounted, so did the anxiety. The skies, once a symbol of wonder, now seemed ominous and threatening. People stayed indoors at night, their hearts racing at the thought of what might be waiting just above. Social media exploded with rumors of government cover-ups and military experiments, but the truth remained elusive. The fear wasn't just in the drones themselves, but in the unknown they represented. Each encounter only deepened the terror. The rules of the sky seemed irrelevant. The drones moved with impunity, leaving only fear and confusion in their wake. The sky, once a symbol of peace, had become a haunting reminder that something unseen, something terrifying was watching. The people of New Jersey could do nothing but wait, hearts racing, for the next mysterious appearance. Then reports emerged of missing radioactive materials disappearing under inexplicable circumstances during transit. What was first dismissed as an accident soon unraveled into a far darker, more unsettling truth. Hidden crisis. A hidden crisis has emerged, and it has sent shockwaves through communities, governments, and everyday citizens alike. The unsettling disappearance of radioactive materials during transit has triggered both fear and confusion on an unprecedented scale. These materials, known for their devastating potential, have simply vanished without a trace, sparking widespread panic. At first, authorities thought it was an accident, a mistake in transit, but as the investigation deepened, it quickly became clear that something far larger was unfolding, a crisis that no one could have anticipated. The cargo, which was supposed to follow a carefully monitored and secure route, arrived at its destination in a state of complete disarray. The containers were damaged, the contents mysteriously gone, leaving only empty shells behind. Authorities, perplexed and anxious, have been unable to explain how or why the materials disappeared. The route was secure and tightly monitored by surveillance systems and safety protocols designed to ensure no missteps occurred. Yet somehow the radioactive cargo slipped through the cracks, vanishing as if swallowed by the earth itself. The loss of such a dangerous substance, if it fell into the wrong hands or was mishandled, could have catastrophic consequences. Yet no group or organization has stepped forward to claim responsibility, only deepening the sense of fear and uncertainty surrounding the incident. As if the disappearance of the materials weren't enough, strange phenomena began unfolding almost immediately. What appeared to be isolated incidents soon took on a more ominous tone. Unusual signal disruptions started to interfere with everyday life, sparking concern and confusion. Air traffic experienced unexplained radar failures, with pilots reporting sudden drops in their ability to detect aircraft or gauge their surroundings. These disruptions weren't limited to aviation either. Personal devices began malfunctioning as well. Phones, radios, and televisions all experienced strange interferences, random blackouts, and moments of complete disconnection. These glitches were brief, but they left people wondering, is someone or something deliberately tampering with our communication systems? What is the true motive behind these sudden disruptions? The answers remained elusive. However, the most chilling discovery came with the appearance of mysterious drones. These drones, unlike any known to modern technology, were seen darting across the skies with unnerving precision. One pilot, attempting to track a drone, found himself helpless as it accelerated far faster than any aircraft he had ever encountered. The drones seemed to possess advanced sensors, scanning the landscape with a level of detail and precision that suggested an intelligence far beyond what was available to the public. Their movement was erratic, their purpose unclear, yet their presence was undeniable, raising the question, who is behind them and what are they searching for? What made these drones even more unsettling was their ability to slip past every countermeasure. Technology that had been effective against earlier threats failed to even make a dent in these new machines. Signals meant to jam them, detection systems, and other usual defenses were all useless. Whoever was controlling these drones clearly had access to technology far beyond anything the public knows about. Technology that seemed to mock the safeguards meant to keep us safe. The authorities, usually in control, found themselves unable to trace where the drones were coming from, leaving the country uneasy, wondering what secrets they weren't being told. As the investigation continued, things began to look darker. The growing connection between these drones and high-security sites, especially the mysterious Area 51, was becoming hard to ignore. Could these drones be part of a bigger plan to watch over sensitive locations? Are they gathering information on our military, learning where we're vulnerable, or preparing for something even more shock? Connection to Area 51. The recent reports of mysterious drones appearing near high-security areas in New Jersey have captured widespread attention. But one location where their presence is particularly alarming is the infamous Area 51. Situated in the Nevada desert, Area 51 is a highly classified United States military facility that has long been a subject of intrigue, conspiracy theories, and speculation. While Area 51 is far removed from the immediate concerns in New Jersey, The growing number of sightings and the nature of these mysterious drones suggest an undeniable connection to this highly secretive site. Area 51 has been at the center of rumors for decades, primarily because of its association with extraterrestrial life and advanced technology. The facility has remained under tight security, with a veil of secrecy surrounding its operations. It is widely believed to be a site in the United States. The government has studied unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and extraterrestrial technology. As such, it has become the focal point for those who suspect that the government is hiding information about extraterrestrial contact or other covert experiments. Its isolation, secrecy, and classified research have only fueled public speculation, making it one of the most talked about sites in modern history. The base is situated in an expanse of barren desert, miles away from the nearest town, and is protected by high-tech surveillance systems, armed personnel, and restricted airspace designed to prevent unauthorized access. Despite these stringent security measures, the area has witnessed numerous reports of UFO sightings, with many witnesses claiming to have seen strange lights or aircraft exhibiting impossible speeds and maneuvers. These sightings often come in the form of brief glimpses, or in some cases more sustained encounters that leave the observer with an undeniable sense of awe and fear. Eyewitness accounts describe these aerial phenomena as unlike anything built on Earth, which has only added to the mystery surrounding the facility. The connection between the drones seen in New Jersey and the repeated sightings near Area 51 is hard to ignore. The drones appearing in areas of high security, much like those around Area 51, exhibit a strange pattern of behavior that suggests a higher intelligence or advanced technology at work. Some have speculated that the drones are performing reconnaissance missions, gathering information about military or governmental operations in sensitive areas. This theory suggests that the drones could be operating as part of a larger, highly coordinated effort to monitor key sites across the country. It's possible that these drones are part of a much broader network of surveillance technology, one that spans not only across the United States but potentially across the globe. If they are extraterrestrial in origin, the drones could be gathering intelligence on human infrastructure, studying our military capabilities, or preparing for some kind of contact with humanity. The drone's ability to avoid detection and bypass high security zones suggests they are equipped with advanced technologies far beyond anything currently known to human science. This has led some to believe that their creators are operating on a level that is almost unfathomable. The question of whether these drones are the result of an alien civilization or a top-secret government project remains one of the most debated aspects of this mystery. If they are indeed part of a government or military program, they would likely be equipped with technology that is classified and carefully guarded. The fact that they are able to evade detection and move through secure areas with apparent ease raises the possibility that they are part of a covert operation, one that is so secretive that even the highest echelons of the government and military are unwilling or unable to acknowledge their existence. The drone's consistent appearance near high-security locations raises another alarming possibility that they may be conducting a form of surveillance that goes beyond the typical reconnaissance mission. If these drones are indeed collecting information, they could be analyzing weaknesses in security systems or studying critical infrastructure with a level of detail that exceeds the capabilities of human-made devices. In addition to these more troubling speculations, there are those who believe that these drones could be attempting to communicate with humanity. Their repeated appearances in high-security areas, combined with their ability to avoid detection, might indicate that they are sending a message that humanity is not yet capable of fully understanding. The question remains, is this a message of warning, of hope, or something else entirely? The fact that the drones have continued their silent vigil suggests that they are not simply observing, they may be trying to tell us something. What made these drones even more unsettling was their ability to slip past every countermeasure. Technology that had worked against earlier threats failed to make a dent in these new machines. Jamming signals, detection systems, and other usual defenses were all useless. Whoever was controlling these drones clearly had access to technology far beyond anything the public knows about, something that seemed to mock the safeguards meant to keep us safe. The authorities, usually in control, found themselves unable to trace where the drones were coming from, leaving the country uneasy and questioning what secrets were being kept from them. As the investigation deepened, things began to look darker. The growing connection between these drones and high-security sites, especially the mysterious Area 51, became impossible to ignore. Could these drones be part of a larger plan to spy on sensitive locations? Are they gathering information on our military, learning where we're vulnerable, or preparing for something even more shocking? Could it be that the drones are not just man-made, but a sign of something far more otherworldly? Could they be the first signs of alien intelligence watching us from the skies? Silent threats. The idea of an extraterrestrial presence has long been a source of fear and fascination for humanity. The thought that we might not be alone in the universe has always sparked both excitement and dread. If these drones are indeed alien in origin, it suggests that we are being watched, studied, or perhaps even assessed for some unknown purpose. The mere presence of these machines in our skies raises the stakes for human survival in a way few have ever anticipated. We are left to wonder whether these entities have peaceful intentions, or if we are on the cusp of a much darker reality. But even if the drones are not alien, but rather part of a secret military program, the implications remain dire. There is something deeply unnerving about the idea that our own government, or a rogue faction within it, has developed technology capable of evading detection and bypassing security measures that were once considered impenetrable. Such technology, if turned against the public, could wreak havoc in unimaginable ways. The fear that these drones could be used for surveillance, control, or even as weapons of mass destruction is not without merit. Regardless of whether the drones come from beyond the stars or from within our own ranks, their presence is an existential threat. The fact that these drones are operating in highly secured areas only adds to the growing sense of unease. Military bases, nuclear power plants, and government installations are all considered to be some of the most heavily guarded sites on Earth. These locations are equipped with advanced security systems designed to detect and neutralize any threat. Yet these drones seem to slip through the cracks, undetected and unchallenged. It is as if they are playing a game with us, slipping into our most protected zones without so much as a whisper. The sheer audacity of these machines, whether controlled by alien intelligence or human hands, should send a shiver down the spine of every citizen. Imagine for a moment the implications of this technology in the wrong hands. If these drones are indeed part of a covert military program, their purpose could be anything from gathering intelligence to preparing for an invasion. In the hands of those who would exploit them for nefarious purposes, these machines could become instruments of oppression. They could be used to monitor our every move, to control our behavior, to strip away our most basic freedoms. The thought that our own government, or some shadowy faction within it, could possess this level of power is terrifying. And if the drones are not military but something far beyond our understanding, it raises even darker possibilities. Could they be tools of an alien species that sees us as nothing more than specimens for study? Or worse, could they be preparing for a hostile takeover? While the question of whether drones are military or extraterrestrial remains unanswered, the most pressing concern is the risk they pose to the general public. Regardless of their origin, these drones are not just hovering harmlessly in the skies. They are tools of observation, of control, of potential destruction. Their ability to fly undetected, to evade security systems, and to gather intelligence is unsettling. They are everywhere above us, watching us, waiting for something. Whether they are gathering information for a military operation or preparing for an alien encounter, they are a constant reminder that we are not as safe as we once thought. For the average person, this is a terrifying prospect. Imagine walking through your day, going about your business, and looking up to see one of these drones silently hovering above you. You cannot escape its gaze, cannot hide from its observation. It knows where you are, what you're doing, and perhaps even what you're thinking. This is the reality that the drones bring with them, a world where privacy is a distant memory and every action is monitored. What would happen if these machines decided to take things a step further? What if they decided to strike? What if they are weapons capable of causing untold damage? The thought is chilling. We cannot ignore the possibility that these drones represent a force, either human or alien, that is beyond our control. What we once thought were the limits of security and technology have been shattered by these machines. There is no place that is truly safe, no place where we can escape the prying eyes of these drones. And as the sightings increase, so too does the fear that we are on the precipice of a new world order, one in which our every move is watched, our every word is heard, and our every action is measured. The emotional toll of this uncertainty is immense. People fear for their safety, for their children's safety, and for the future of the world. We are confronted with the stark reality that we may not be as in control of our destiny as we once thought. Whether these drones are human-made or extraterrestrial, they represent a force that is operating beyond our understanding. And as we stand at the edge of this new, terrifying reality, we can only wonder, are these drones the beginning of something far more dangerous? Or are they simply a prelude to a much larger crisis? As the skies above New Jersey remain haunted by these elusive drones, the fear has deepened, and questions grow ever darker. Is it a government experiment or something far more shocking? With every failed attempt to intercept, every piece of missing information, we are left to wonder, what is their true purpose? The drones, with their advanced technology and erratic movements, continue to slip past our defenses, leaving us with one chilling thought. Are we being watched, or are we being prepared for something we cannot yet understand? The answers are out there, but for now, the mystery remains. And with it, the terror that something far beyond human comprehension is lurking just above.